Ведьмак 3, кровь и вино, эпизод 16.
So, you met the witch. You must have. What did you learn?
That witch? She's not near as bad as folks say. Made me bow and scrape, sure. But I know some sorceresses witchier than her.
Joyous bleeding news, but what about Daphne?
I can lift the curse, free her, by performing a ritual, making a sacrifice of her kerchief and Gareth's remains. But we gotta start at the right time. When the hour comes, I'll light 4 fires for the 4 winds, then begin the ritual.
Fires? Then I shall be of use to you after all. Seems you need wood. Much of it.
Chop as much as you can. I'll see to the rest.
Chop, chop. Chop, chop.
I've chopped and stacked the wood. What now?
My turn. Gotta light fires and talk to the woman enchanted in the tree. No idea how this'll turn out, so just in case, stand at a distance. And if you see me draw my sword, run.
Ну, поехали.
Look your last to the world's 4 winds. From the south, not a word. From the east, no cry is heard. From the north, silence sighs. From the west, peer hollow eyes. Cease your vigil, dead he lies.
Так.
Hear me, you who hide beneath this bark. The day of your freedom has come. Behold a kerchief, proof of your love for another. Behold, a bone of he to whom you offered your love.
Магичит, по крайней мере, что-то происходит.
Gareth, my Gareth, he shall never return.
No, he won't.
Is his love for me gone? Did he stay true?
Не будем, наверное, душить женщину.
Gareth remained faithful to the end of his days.
Хотя мне сказали быть чистым, но что значит быть чистым сердцем?
The time comes that I depart. I've waited too long. I've suffered too much. And now I wish to go.
Farewell, milady.
I thank you, stranger. And you, my knight. I thank you for speaking to me. For standing vigil at my feet.
Ну, история у лесоруба.
I did not think it would end this way. I hoped we could revive her. But I guess it was not to be.
We did all we could.
You did well. Here, your pay. And the book is yours as well.
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
So long, Witcher. I must think. Put this straight in my head.
Да, я говорю, для лесоруба, конечно, эта история На всю жизнь, как говорится.
Right lucky thing you showed up.
Так что ведьма плохого ничего не сделала. И Яко показался просто хорошим человеком.
Drink! Give me a drink.
Так что квест хороший в этом плане. Такс. Я так не до конца понял, что за квесты. Какие квесты считаются, какие нет. То есть сегодня выпал несколько, ни один не засчитали. Ну да ладно. А, вот они отмечены на карте даже. Наверху, да. Я имею в виду, не соврала нам. А, вот это вот такие квесты, типа, просто помощь там окружению. Что-то понятно. Я понял, что это за фигня. То есть это, да, это не полноценный квест, это так. По сути, вопросики. В смысле тревога лошади? На призраков действует, кстати, страх, забавно. Голов. Давай на сайт. Ну, я не буду заниматься этой штукой. Просто я понял, что это за штука. И если вдруг будет по ходу встречать, можно будет делать. А дома лучше. Получил ачивку. Неужели нам нужно заниматься сюжетом? Так, а как там, в какой мана? Вихта пятнистый, это где он, интересно, находится? Не нашел. Блин, жалко, здесь нет поиска какого-то. Я думал, блин, тут по идее они по алфавиту, но... На В никого не находил. Не понимаю. А, вот. Ага, офигеть, он неправильно описан. Вот он еще. Из собственных выделений, вау.
Came, saw, a man who dare not down some red.
Yes, fellow knight and friend.
Ну привет, как говорится, блин.
Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm, a message, trying to tell me something. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Да. Звуков странных и правда много.
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Реально ложек овер до хера.
Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table.
О, дневник. Чё? Понятно, ее типа, ну, прокляла.
Realized she was changing into
Да,
a
да,
monster.
да.
Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
Куча ложек.
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves.
Ну,
The monster.
конечно.
Journal's author, maybe?
До 100%.
No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Ключ, ложка.
Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
Это потом.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Семья, наверное, да.
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. Broken neck, indentation in the skull's lateral surface, smacked in the head with something heavy. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Right on, bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him.
Ну, понятно. Продает зеркала, что? Oh, shit.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. White's obsessed. Real
Было
collector,
дело.
thoroughbred.
Ну, Геральт, не знаю, как ты, но вроде все довольно очевидно.
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. One should be somewhere around here.
А вот и он.
Looking for? White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Thousands of them here.
Боже
Collected
мой.
for years. Spoon, pretty ordinary, maybe a little old. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. White's obsessed, a real collector, thoroughbred. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. I'm afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Ну, я так понимаю, помочь-то мы никак уже не можем. О, Господи. Может, помочь можем как-то?
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it.
А, типа нужно вместе сесть за стол и поесть?
You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right?
Да.
Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
Ну, Поехали.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Наверное, нужно дать ложку, которая она сможет есть. То есть, если говорят нет, значит мы должны делать наоборот. Давайте.
Been searching for the right spoon for years, right? The curses can be tricky. Key to this one just might be that you can't eat with your own spoon. That's why we've swapped. This isn't right. I missed something? Listen, gonna stand up real slow. Gotta search the house again. Sit tight, I'll be right back. Calm down.
Так, надеюсь, я нигде не ошибся.
Damn it, didn't work. That file stuff for nothing.
Нет, я, видимо, где-то
Got the blue for
обосрался.
Regis at least. Can't do anything for the white though, except cut it down.
Может быть, без ложек нужно есть? Все-таки. Давайте попробуем. Вот это, наверное, точка, да.
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Ладно.
Need
Будет тупо, если нужно было есть ложкой по итогу.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Ага. Да, видимо, так. Так, ну хотя бы так. Окей, окей. Все же, да. Без ложек. А отражение я получаю, потому что от блюдца отражает. Что да, я думал, что отражение вроде еще мы не закончили, но думал, что это просто следующим этапом как-то можно сделать, но нет. Должно все одновременно произойти. Я, скорее всего, на инстинкте это опрокидывает штуку и смотрят на себя. Так, ладно.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Ну, убить всегда, как говорится, успею, а вот... получится спасти. Вышла из дома. Я думал, она в ту вот место побежит, где мы были. А вот она. Превоплотилась?
Easy, not gonna hurt you.
Eat.
А, правда,
I
бабушка
must
уже, да.
Eat.
I'll take you someplace safe.
А, прям все домой, да? Ну, логично.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only
Фига там
sensible place
еды.
for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms.
Какой-то.
He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find good human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Да уж. Неожиданное дело. Неожиданная развязка. Хорошо, что все же переиграл.
Tasty. So
О, кстати, у нас тут обнова.
thank you.
Фига тут еды, конечно. 6. Здесь тоже все переделали. У нас есть гостевая комнатка теперь. Как раз таки. Хе-хе. Ну, пускай пока больше мне сюда ничего не поставить. Что-то за палка странная. Кровать, да, новая. Давайте ее пробуем. Оу. Ага. Ау. Да, достаточно одного часа отдохнуть.
I thank you. So tasty.
Может быть, потом будет развитие.
The whole place is rubbed, botched, and wanked.
Even a horse drops if you ride it at a constant gallop.
Sure, go on.
Новая конюшня.
Now I shall sink you a song.
Кстати, да, мы же закончили квест, я так понимаю. А, нет, не закончили. Поговорить нужно. Тогда, видимо, просто диалога не было, потому что мы были внутри сюжетного. Сейчас я тогда подойду, переговорю с ним.
Renovations coming along all right?
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labors. You can now devote yourself to enjoying the vineyard's delights to the fullest. You must forgive me my temerity, sir, but I thought with all the work on Corfo Bianco completed, and with the estate looking more beautiful than
Вот он и
ever,
приготовил уже
it might be
стол.
appropriate to commemorate the moment.
Sure, why not?
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of Sapramento, the 1250 vintage. I cannot say by what miracle it survived, but it is here. And we've cause to open it today. And then he ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All
True
thought it
story,
a part of
затирает.
the performance, so they only laughed, even when the decor began to catch fire. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron Mahevkin's beard that folk began to realize something was amiss and went to put out the fires.
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina threw some first-rate balls here.
It was so. In this regard, Baron Rossel was decidedly
Предыдущие
more
владельцы,
reserved.
да.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation like here? Am I gonna produce any this year?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn, a fungus destroyed
Весь
all
хмель
the vines.
пожрал
Baron
долгоносик.
Rossel had new
Урожай
ones planted,
погиб.
but it will be some time before they start bearing fruit. Assuming that is, the fungus does not reappear.
That'd be bad. This Sacramento got me dreaming. It's amazing.
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you off, sir. There.
Thanks.
Вот и все, да. Что там, заснул? Нет. Отлично. Такс.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of
Чувство
humor.
юмора.
But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Call on them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned the last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one,
Ну, твоя,
the
короче,
solution must
нужна.
contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a
Да,
high
да,
vampire
да.
who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a
В чем
replacement,
проблема?
but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we
Потому
just
что у
draw
тебя
some
такая
of
же,
your
как у
blood?
объекта.
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell.
О,
As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Tesha Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse.
А, вот для
Abundant
чего.
enough so that the blood scent will drive me
И он будет,
mad.
типа, дергаться в
Wild.
клетке. А в туманчик он не может превратиться просто?
Tesha Mudna. What's it
Или
like?
из-за безумия уже не может?
It is a place of torment, a torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and
Боже.
lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshamutna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel.
Понятно.
Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. Teshamutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sangurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. 1 drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt, but you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshamutna. My head's
Хорошо пахнуть.
spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
Может,
And
стоило
you're starting to
пахнуть,
scare me.
когда сидел в клетке, а не заранее. Ну ладно.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened, and
Ah,
from this
понятно.
land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. A great many beings have breathed their last here.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors used to remind us all where we came from.
Cells? Who for?
С низшим существом.
disgraceful, excruciating you see this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
And this one, which tribe is this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadloves. We both remained in this part of the world.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let.
Вау.
Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock, live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Перчатки. Только оно хуже, чем все, что у меня оно есть. Не знаю. Пока больше нету.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. Meat's stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
На всякий случай.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside.
Вот, да,
Bars are made of
продуманчик.
alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
Блин, грустно, конечно. Ну ладно.
We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent and also my head. I started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Oof.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm me down. Somehow. Smell of blood.
I shall overcome.
Hear more coming. I'll let you out.
Так, ну еще как-то. Кровь взять, да? Так, как его
Need
успокоить?
to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry
Ага,
in a few
понятно,
hours.
просто ждать.
Scent won't bother you.
Бедный мэн.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
Обессилял.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
Автоматом вернулись. Хорошо.
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture,
What would you have done?
found Deadloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff.
Понятно.
If I had to do it again,
Личное
I
участие.
would, in a heartbeat.
Важно.
Resonance, it's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise.
Я
This is
алхимик.
important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some
Da,
experience
da,
brewing
da.
potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Он уже жахнул, да.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Не может подать... А, вот, успокоился.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef?
Какой же нервный.
And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates. Forgive me. What?
Что? А, это его первая ошибка. А он с ним, блин, нормально общался. Не понимаю, зачем. Мы же причину в первую очередь искали.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him, still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse, cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
Немного
We shall
узнали,
join you later if
конечно.
it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Ну, хоть что-то. Конечно, все же немножко обидно. Неужели у него реально какая-то прям эпик цель есть? Типа, чел, ну, нам говорили, да, что он у нас, типа, ушел с рыцарства и стал заниматься. А, ну, с другой стороны, мы кое-что выяснили о нем, блин, что он стравливал парочку других виноделов. Так что, да. Как говорится, дело не личное, только бизнес, да, но, типа, в обычной жизни он был вполне себе норм. Ну, сложно. Ладно. Пускай потом расскажут. В любом случае, мне кажется, вампира уж точно мало должно волновать там проблемы там винодельни или что-то в этом духе. Явно причина не в этом. Такс. На этом мы заканчиваем. Мы даже сюжет сегодня успели. И, в принципе, пока я не нахватал вроде дополнительных квестов еще. Так что, скорее всего, дальше пойдем по нему. Конец записи.